everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop with another crowdfunding preview. This time we're looking at Tesseract, which is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game from Smirk and Dagger. And as always, we don't take any compensation for our crowdfunding coverage, we just want to help you make an informed decision. I'll do a full solo playthrough, then give my impressions of the game at the end. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos you can't see anywhere else. We also have a separate streaming channel with even more content, a podcast with 1 to 2 episodes every week, and a Discord if you want to come and talk to us. So the star of Tesseract front and center is this cube on kind of like a little spinning Jenny thing. The prototype works incredibly well for this, and they have like a little sheath, sort of like Jenga style, to set up the dice in the first place. Although if you spin it too fast, they will fly off, so we're going to try not to do that. To win the game, you're trying to contain 1 die of each color of each value. So 1 through 6 blue, 1 through 6 yellow, purple, and orange. By the way, the dots show the face side, so that's a 2, that's a 5. Once you've gotten rid of those 24 dice, you win the game. But at the end of each player's turn, 1 die will be taken from the Tesseract and rolled down here into the primed area. And every time you get your third or more of the same value die, this breach track will increase by 1, and if it reaches 7, you lose the game. Additionally, whenever the 4th die down is taken from one of the columns of the cube, you'll reveal an event underneath. Let's see if I can carefully show that. There it is. And those will do other nasty things. I'm playing on level 3 difficulty right now. I beat the game on level 1, so now I got overconfident, and I'm probably going to lose horribly. But that's the main way you adjust the difficulty in the game. You use a different baseboard with easier or harder events when dice get removed from them. So that's everything in the game except for what you actually do. On a player's turn, you have 3 actions to take. You can remove a cube from the Tesseract and put it into your lab, which has a capacity of 6 dice or cubes. But you can only remove cubes that have at least 3 faces open, and the top face counts. So I couldn't currently take away this orange or this purple die because they have only 2 sides showing. But we are about to remove the corner, so we'll have more options for the first turn. You can also spend an action to adjust a cube, changing its value by 1 in either direction, although you can't wrap around from 1 to 6 or vice versa. And you can adjust cubes in the primed area as well, which is great to prevent them from getting 3 or more of a kind. And if you adjust a 1 down to 0, the cube is destroyed, so it doesn't have to bother you anymore. You can also spend an action to transfer cubes between players, either taking 1 from their lab with their permission or giving 1 to them. You can study, which upgrades one of your research cards. So they have research cards in levels 2, 3, and 4 showing different values of cubes. So with the study action, you can throw away a card of 1 value to draw a card of the next higher value. And these are free actions you can play at any point during your turn outside of the regular 3 actions you get every turn. And the last 2 actions, Unique and Contain. We'll get to Contain in a second because that's how you win the game. The Unique action, each character, or researchers they're called, has both an ongoing, always active ability and also a unique action they can do as many times as they want. All these actions you can mix and match. You don't have to do 1 of each or anything. So finally, the Contain action, by far the most important one. To contain, you need either a set of at least 3 dice of the same value or a run of at least 3 dice, like 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. And the dice have to be either all the same color or all different colors. So as an example, here's a run, 2, 3, 4 with all different colors, but I couldn't add on for a 4th die the yellow 1 here because yellow is represented twice. Or here's a set of yellow 1s as an alternate example. So when you take the Contain action, you take 1 of the dice that is in the set or run, and you move it to that containment board I showed you earlier. Remember, that's how you win the game. Whenever you complete a column, all 4 values, you unlock the matching containment card, which is like a super powerful research card, a free action that any player can use. And whenever you complete a row, every die of a given color, you get to take 1 die out of the destroyed dice, the ones that have been nuked by other means, and add them back to the Tesseract, giving yourself some more time and some more options. And after containing, you have a choice with the remaining dice that were used in the set or run. You can either leave them as is if you think they're going to be useful for another set or run soon, or you can choose to roll all of them. You have to take the new values and put them back in your lab, but you get a free research card equal to the number of dice you rolled. So the only way to get these level 4s usually is to take that study action to upgrade your cards, or to somehow get I guess it would have to be like a run of 5. And sorry for going into so much detail, but that's basically the entire game. Let's quickly look at our characters and then start playing. On the right side, I have the Exogeologist. His ongoing ability is Enrichment. When you contain and reroll cubes of the same value, draw a research card of the next higher rank. So he's incentivized to go for the sets, like 1, 1, 1, instead of the runs 2, 3, 4. And his unique action is Extraction. He can return a cube from the lab to the Tesseract to take 2 cubes from the Tesseract. which I guess just gets him one more cube in general, but he can put the cube he's adding back in a strategic position to like slow down the events. You'll see how that goes. Then the Demolitions Expert, whenever he adjusts a cube in his lab, he can also adjust a primed cube, the ones that are going to potentially cause those breaches and make us lose the game. And his unique action is Detonate, but only once per turn. He can destroy a primed cube that matches an identical cube in his lab. So if he had like a 1 yellow here, he can take an action to blow up a 1 yellow there. All right, to start the game, each player is going to take a corner cube of their choice. The Exogeologist, remember, likes sets, and I see there's a bunch of 5s. There's 3s on the outskirts, but none in the corners. So yeah, I think he's going to take the 5 blue, planning to try to get some of these other 5s later. Although they are among 2 colors, that's going to be harder than I think, but it's okay. He can get something and adjust it. As for the Demolitions Expert, let's have him go. We got like a 1, 2, 3 kind of run already set up for us, so let's have him grab that. And the other 2 corners become our first primed dice. And primed dice are always rolled. In general, every other die you interact with, you keep on the same value. But prime dice, you're never sure if they're going to roll the wrong number and have you get a breach because of the 3 of a kind or more. And with that, we're ready to start the game. And let's start with the Exogeologist. Again, he's got 3 actions. He wants to get sets if he can, and he can return a cube to get 2 cubes. And his starting research card is to adjust 1 primed cube's value up or down. So he's got a 5. He wants to get some other 5s, although not blue if he can help it, since he already has one. So let's get this orange 5. That's 1 action. Ooh, and did that? No, I thought that was a 5 underneath. Never mind. Well, let's see. We've got 2 purple 6s hanging out a little bit lower. You could grab one of them. Although the dice that are primed are from the lowest levels, so it's going to kind of accelerate towards those events at the bottom of the baseboard. So it's better when you can to take from a higher level, but yeah, right now I'm not seeing anything great for that. All right, so sure. We'll take, I don't know, this purple 6. And then for his third action, he'll adjust down to a 5. So he's set to contain one of the 3 5s in a moment. But now the threat phase, he has to prime a die. And again, we're looking for the lowest level, which is currently this one. If there's a multiple dice at the same level, then you next tie break by the lowest value. So if like this die was not here, then it would be one of the 2s. You get to pick when there's a multiple tied values. But yes, we take this one off and roll it. Okay, and a 1, that's a great one, since it's easy to get rid of that die by just adjusting it. But next turn, unless something weird happens, this blue die is going to come away, and we're going to resolve our first event. All right, now we get to the Demolitions Expert. His research card is to adjust a cube in his lab. Ooh, and whenever he adjusts a cube in his lab, he also adjusts one of the prime cubes. That's pretty awesome. But I think he's also going to set up the run I'd mentioned. 2 and 3 of yellow are sitting right on top, just waiting for me, so that's 2 actions. And then for his third action, he'll go ahead and contain the 1 yellow. 1 out of 24 done, yay! And something I forgot to say very important is whenever you contain a die, if the exact same die is in the primed area, you get to destroy it for free. So by containing the 1 yellow, I also got rid of this other yellow. And do I want to re-roll these to get a free research card or keep them? I have a bunch of other 3s hanging out and some more yellows, but no like yellow 1 that would let me just form the same run again. So yeah, usually the answer is yes. I'm going to re-roll these. So now they're a 1 and a 4. And I get a free, same one, level 2 research, adjust a cube in your lab. I could do that now to take advantage of his preparation ability, but I think we're okay. Of course, it all depends on what this event is. So the 4 blue comes off and reveals the Accelerate event, which isn't that bad. It just destroys the lowest cube on the Tesseract, and that follows the same rules as the other ones, where it destroys the lowest value when there's tied levels. So we've actually got 3 2s to choose from. Let's get rid of, we got 2 blue 2s. Let's get rid of one of them. So this is straight up destroyed, keeping the same value. But the other cube gets rolled, and it's a 6. Harder to get rid of, but at least it's not doubled up at all yet. All right, coming back to the Exogeologist. So he wants to go ahead and contain one of these, and because of his ability, he'll get a level 3 research if he rerolls the other 2 dice instead of a level 2. Is there any preference for which one I contain? Well, there are purple and blue dice in the primed area right now. So I'm going to contain the orange one, keeping the ones that match the color of the dice in the primed area, hoping that after the reroll, they're close to being contained and I can get one of those away. All right, so that was the first action to get that up there. And he's definitely going to take advantage of his power. So he gets a 3 purple, 4 blue. That's good. They're in order. And he rerolled 2 dice, but his power lets him get a level 3 research. Ooh, a major ripple. Adjust a prime cube and a cube in your lab, kind of like the Demolition Expert's power going off. And I think I'm going to use his power next. Which one should I return? Here we go. If I return the blue, and I'm going to put it on the lowest level to slow down the next event happening. I've already got a 3 purple. Let's grab a 2 blue and a 4 orange. Or actually, no, let's grab a 3 orange. I want to take advantage of his power again. So it's 3 different colors. We just need to adjust this one to be a 3 to contain again. And what the heck, let's use Major Ripple instead of wasting one of my actions. So I get to adjust this one. And then, uh-oh, what's that? We got a 3 purple? Well, let's adjust you down to be a 3 purple as well. Haha. So now for my third action, yoink, boom, destroyed. So there we go, 3 out of 24, 1/8 of the way there. And heck yeah, let's get another level 3 research card. I like that. Oh, 6 and 1 though. That might be a case of me returning one of these with my action, because I don't think I need those. But I get push the limit. Ooh, just take 1 free action on a turn. That's great. And now because I return a die, a ton of dice are on this 3rd level up. So there's a 2 yellow and a 2 blue. Well, let's see, I haven't contained any blues yet, and there's a lot more yellows near the top, so let's roll this one. We get a 3. All right, that's fine. That could be better than fine. The Demolition Expert is pretty close to being able to blow that up already. Yeah, I think I want to get... Yeah, I think for his first action, I'm going to grab a 3 yellow. Actually, I have a couple... Well, no, that one's not accessible, so I'd have to get this one. Careful, Mike. Ah! And then for his second action... Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's not even do an action. Let's use one of his minor ripples to adjust the cube in his lab. And we'll bring this up to a yellow 2 to get 2, 3, 4. And I can also, with his power, adjust one of these. The Exogeologist has a 6 blue, so that might be getting cleared soon. I'm about to clear this. So let's adjust this down towards nothingness. All right, now I still have 2 more actions. Let's contain the 3 yellow to get rid of the one in the primed area. And whenever you contain the second of a given value, you get to see what your containment card will be, but you can't use it until you have all 4 of the values. So it's just contain a primed cube. Oh my god, contain a primed cube? Heck yeah, Dimensional Pocket. That's an amazing ability once I unlock it. And the 3 yellow from the primed area is also destroyed. There's another 3 yellow here. But there's also a 4 yellow, there's also a 5 yellow. I think I'm plenty safe re-rolling these and getting a research card. Okay, a 1 and the 4 again. We got Reclaim. Take a destroyed cube of any color, re-roll it, and place it in your lab. That's pretty cool. In fact, what the hey, no time like the present. Let's go ahead. Okay. So all we need is a 2 or a 5. A 2 would get us a 4 run. There's a 5 there, but yeah, it's not accessible yet. Only 2 faces are open. And I guess the question is, do I want to be patient? Or do I want to just... yeah, I'm going to do minor ripple. Why not? So I can adjust one of mine. I'll make this into a 2. And I'll adjust this 1 to being destroyed. Now for my final action, let's do the 4, I guess. I'm hitting yellow pretty fast here, but I'm feeling a bit research shy, so let's certainly reroll. Ooh, I liked that. 5, 6 or 2 colors or numbers, values I don't have for yellow yet. And there's a 4 sitting on the Tesseract. Minor fluctuation, adjust a prime cube. That won't take advantage of my Demolition Expert ability, but it's still good. All right, and what do I have to threaten with? This 1 purple. We are super easy on the primed area at the moment, so that's fine. All right, now we're getting to the Exogeologist. They've got a 6 blue. Oh, that's also a 6? I guess I might go for 3 blues. I guess I don't have to go for the 6, 6, 6. I've got a 5 and a 4 right there. So let's do his unique extraction ability first. Where's the lowest level? There we go. Let's slow down that event by 1. It's his first action. And yeah, he'll get a 4 blue and a 5 blue. He's not going to benefit from his power here, but that's okay. I think I'm going to contain the 6 in this case. Oh yeah, that's right. Of course I am, because I know there's a primed cube with the same value that I wanted to destroy. And I got 1 action left plus some cards. What do I want to do? Well, let's re-roll these first and get a level 2. It's a 2 and a 4, okay? And it's important to say that these cards are a limited quantity. You never reshuffle them, so like once they run out, you can't draw from that deck anymore. Ooh, Energy Inversion. Invert a prime cube and a cube in your lab. Invert meaning flip them to their opposite face. That's cool. All right, so he's got a 2 and a 4 blue. I think for his last action, he's going to use Extraction again. Let's keep trying to slow things down a bit. I'm putting back the 2 blue to get some more 4s. That one and that one. So that'll be the end of this turn, but he's got 3 4s ready to go. A yellow 4 is already primed, but these aren't. Ooh, and he should try to get that 4 purple. Then with his ability, he'd get a level 4 research card, and we could kill that primed one. Yeah, there's one sitting right there. Is that going to get taken away? Oh man, that's literally about to get primed, isn't it? Well, you know, what the heck? Let's push the limits, although we are going to open ourselves up to an event. Take 1 extra action. Because, yeah, I just like that combo. Let's get it before it's gone. It means this blue gets primed to a 1. Awesome. And that's the destroy the lowest cube one again. It's a 5 or a 6. So the 5 blue is gone. All right, coming to the Demolition Expert. He's got a 6 and a 5 yellow. So looks like the best he can do to quickly contain something is Come on, dice. This 3 here for his first action, and he'll adjust it to a 4 for his second action. And then I think it'll contain for his third. Let's go for the 6 again. So very close to a full set of yellows, which is going to, remember, get us 1 destroyed die back. We get to preview the 6 containment card, Atomic Shift. Make 5 adjustments in the primed area, so just basically probably get rid of a ton of dice. That's cool. And now I'll be opening up another row to lowness, but there is a 6 yellow right here. So I'm not going to re-roll the 5 and 4 yellow. I'm just going to grab this. And that sets me up perfectly to do 6, 5, 4. The 5 is the only one I haven't contained yet, so I am kind of limiting my usefulness for yellow for the rest of the game. But it seemed too perfect to pass up. All right, but we have a lot of low dice. A 2 and a 4, so the 2's coming off first. Oh, and that's a new symbol. We'll tell you what that means in a second. First, let's roll this guy and do a 5. All right. And then that's a chain reaction event, which just primes another cube. Uh-oh, which means we're going to have another chain reaction. That's why they're called chains. Okay, suddenly the primed area is looking a little bit worse. Uh-oh, and we got our first double. And we got to prime one more. Will we have our first breach? It's going to be this yellow 5. That's the lowest. And nope, it's a 6. Although, that is a crowded little space there. But I've got an idea of how to clear it out quite a bit. With our exogeologist, first he's going to play minor fluctuation to adjust a primed cube. So that's a free action. Let's get this down. So now we've got a 4 blue and purple there. Now for his first real action, let's contain the purple one. There we go. We get to preview our 4 card, Mass Mutation. Each creature may set a cube in their lab to any value. That's pretty awesome. And we get to destroy the 4 purple that was there. Now I wanted to re-roll all of these. That was my plan, but now it seems like it'd be silly. So I'll just go ahead and contain again the blue 4. All right, almost got all the 4s. And we destroy another prime cube. So now suddenly that area is looking a lot better. And I will roll this one. I'm going to get a level 3 research because of the exogeologist's power. Oh, that's nice. Well, yeah, actually, I don't have orange 3 taken yet. When I get Major Ripple, just a prime cube and a cube in your lab again. Awesome. For his third action, yeah, we got a couple of purple 3s. Although we could put something there to slow stuff down. Yeah, you know what? He's going to do that. Let's go and do extraction. So he'll actually put a 3 orange just to take a 3 orange and a 3 purple and set himself up for a set. Now, only the orange 3 hasn't already been contained, so he's going to definitely reroll the other ones, but he benefits from that, so that's great. And now the orange he just put there comes off because they're really trying to get that event. And, oh, crud. Okay. Ooh, the 6 yellow. I can't clear that away as is. Well, actually, I can with the Demolition Expert's once per turn ability since he has a 6 yellow. I was thinking I could adjust it down to a 5 yellow and then contain it, which will actually achieve the exact same thing. Either way, I'll be using 1 action. Although I can use Minor Fluctuation to adjust it down for free, so I'll probably do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and play Minor Fluctuation. Change the 6 into a 5. Sorry, Demolition Expert, we're still not using your special ability. And then for his first actual action, contain the 5 yellow. Which means we get to see what this is going to be. Temporal Anomaly. Return 2 primed cubes to the Tesseract. Ooh, that's pretty amazing. And 1 more yellow, a value 2. Hopefully he'll roll one of those before one of these gets back to the Tesseract. And speaking of a yellow 5, there we go. And like I said, let's definitely re-roll these. Come on. 2 yellow 2s. 2 yellow 2s. All right, I mean, the 3 is close. If I adjust that down to a 4 and find a yellow 2, that would let me get a 2 primed or contained, I mean. And Minor Ripple, adjust a cube in my lab, which I think, now, am I 100% sure that his ability also applies to research cards? I am not. But for now, we're saying it does. Question is there a yellow 2? Not even close. Huh. Well, we can focus on something else for now, like use one of these in a run with other colors. You got 2 actions left. So maybe for his last action, he'll get one of these 2 blues. That sets him pretty close to a run. And we haven't contained any 2s yet, so that might be good. Or sorry, that was his second action. Maybe 1 purple, then we're ready to contain something next turn. All right, but I think we're about to have, another event. This purple one's coming off, and it's going to be a chain reaction, so we can just go ahead and get the next one, I guess. It's going to be this 1 orange. Might as well just roll them together. All right, wow, that's kind of lucky. Nothing doubled up and no breaches yet still. All right, coming out of the exogeologist, let's contain this 3 orange. Which puts us only 1 away from having that amazing dimensional pocket to contain a primed cube. Speaking of primed cubes, there we go. That's why I wanted to do the orange one. Now, do I want to re-roll these? If I can get a blue, there's a blue 2 right there, and adjust it to be a 3, I can clear the last 3 away. I feel like that's worth doing. So let's grab a blue 2. It's a couple of them. I'll get the higher one. Then he's got one action left. Let's use Major Ripple, adjust a prime cube and a cube in your lab. So I want the 2 to become a 3. And I won't be able to clear anything with this action, so let's just get rid of the 1 by clearing it off. And for his last action, he's going to contain the 3 blue, which means we now have the Dimensional Pocket fully ready to use. Awesome. No need to use it now. Any player can use it on their turn to contain any primed cube. So like near the end of the game, that could be a lifesaver. And now with 3 is largely useless, he will roll these, and because of his ability, he'll get a level 3 research. Oh, okay, that's cool. 1s and 2s we have not touched much yet. Antimatter Bond. Destroy a cube in your lab to destroy all identical primed cubes. Well, I've already got a 2 purple that matches. Maybe we'll get another one. Although destroying a cube in my lab is not my favorite thing to do. Also not my favorite thing to do, resolve events. Ooh, this is not a good one if I remember right. Okay, 3. And yeah, that symbol was a fission. It means I have to prime the lowest cube on the Tesseract and a random destroyed cube. Lowest cube, going to be this blue 1. And I picked a random orange cube from the destroyed pile. Okay, wow, still no breaches, but that's a lot of dice. But Demolition Expert to the rescue. He can prime 1, 2, 3 different colors. The blue 2. Sorry, contain. Get it right, Mike. There we go. That's our first 2. And it gets rid of one of the only doubles we had there, so that feels good. And I guess he'll reroll the 1 and the 3, I guess. 4s. Ha. We do still need to contain a 4 orange if we can find or make one. And get to level 2. Just a prime cube. Or what did I say? A 4 orange? The only orange dice are locked down. Oh, no. This one I can pull away because it's got clearance on both sides. So yeah, let's use our second action to grab that. Let's Minor Ripple it. I think it uses his bonus as well. Still not entirely sure. But let's turn this into an orange 4. I'm about to contain an orange 4, so I guess best thing I can do is just take that off. Actually, you know what? That's pretty easy to get rid of. I'm going to go in and lower this to a 5 and use his other research card to adjust a prime cube, get this down to a 4. Now it'll clear away when I contain for my final action. And there we go. What do we get? Mass Mutation. Each researcher may set a cube in their lab to any value. Ooh, that'll be good to get that 2 yellow, maybe. Let's have us roll it right now. Roll it right now. Oh, that's a lot of 5s. Oh, and I do need purple 5 and blue 5. So if I can find a blue 5, I don't see any right now. Ooh, but I do see a blue 6 sitting up there. I also see a 1 coming off. Oh, no, another one of those. All right, let's roll this first. Oop. So that's, And then we're priming the lowest and a random destroyed die. I grabbed a purple. Not good. A 6, yes. And a 2. Okay. Still no breaches. Wow. Ooh, but you know what? Haha. I didn't think I was going to use this, but now I definitely am. Antimatter Bomb. Ooh, I got an even better idea. Hold on. Okay, let's see how this works out. For his first action, he's going to return this to purple to slow down that event. And grab a 6 blue and a 6 purple. You'll see why. Then let's do this. Energy inversion. Invert a primed cube and a cube in my lab. This 1 will become a 6. Hello. And this 5 will become a 2. Oh, I just put the 2 back, didn't I? Darn it. Well, whatever. It's still there. I'll just grab it for my second action, although now the event's going to happen again. But it's hard to argue with this. Let's Antimatter Bomb before my last action and destroy all of these. Now for my final action, we'll go ahead and contain this. So we need 1 more 6. And we'll certainly reroll these. 1 and a 4, and he's getting a 3 with his power. Just 2 primed cubes. Should I use that now before my turn ends? Could get rid of the 1, but I mean, I don't have any breaches yet, so I think I'm okay. Now, I did set myself up for this one to go away, and it's just a chain reaction, so it'll be this and then this. We are running out of time very quickly, and we got 2 doubled up. What's kind of freaking me out here is we got like a ton of orange dice left, some purple, but very few blues, and they're buried. We still have to get a blue 1. Now, we got a blue 1 on a Exogeologist board, but the Demolition Expert needs a blue 5. And I mean, like, needs it, because then he could finish that off. Crud, he could grab these, like, 5 oranges and adjust one of them, but they're both locked down? What the heck? I kind of want to make this happen. What if we use Mass Mutation? Each researcher may set a cube in their lab to any value, and I'll have him change his blue into a 5 to transfer to the Demolition Expert in a second. And he doesn't need both of these, and a yellow 2 is the other thing we're kind of hunting for. So let's change that there. Right, that wasn't an action yet. Let's transfer that for his first action. Contain it for his second. Not yet. Adjust for his second. He doesn't need to adjust any of his dice, but he can certainly adjust that. And then he'll contain and destroy. All right, so there we go. Now blue's almost finished, which makes me a lot less worried. Because we've got a good number of blues in the primed area, and we still got this dimensional pocket. We could like change 1 to a 1 and then grab it to finish off blue. And he desperately needs some research. Here we go. Okay. Actually, 1, 2. Yeah, there's a lot of yellows on the board. I can easily grab a 3 and then finish off that last yellow thing. We got realignment. Ooh, relocate up to 2 cubes on the Tesseract. I think I should do that now. Yeah, let's do it now. Because I can slow down the events before I draw, and I can also unlock some of the stuff I might need. So let's, well, we do need a 6 orange, but whatever. Let's cover that one up. That's 1 cube. And yeah, I need like yellow the least of anything. So let's uncover this level 2 yellow just to have it get rolled off, because that color is basically dead anyway. All right. Coming the exogeologist, he's got basically nothing. All right, the yellow 2 is about to be locked down, but man, we are really struggling on lower values. There's like some 1s right here, although if I pull that one off, I just make the event happen. I'm allowed to see what's... I mean, if that's a 6 and that's a 4, that means there's a 3 and a 1 on the other side. I'm not sure if it's the 2 or the 4 in there. Yeah, I kind of set myself up with a bad mix of colors here. Maybe I'll return for his first action, the yellow 4, to grab like the 1 orange, which I still need to prime, and a 5 orange, then I need to prime a 6 or contain. And then for a second action, you'll see why I want to do this in a second. I'm going to return that 1 to grab this 4. And why is that? Because he's got a purple 5, and that will let me finish off the purple 5. So we'll transfer for his third action. Do I want to use his research? Just 2 primed cubes. Sure. Let's do that and that. Make a breach a bit more improbable. And this 1 orange is coming off. It's good. We got a lot of orange. I'm actually looking. We haven't contained a lot of orange. That was a good roll. All right, it's coming to the demolition expert. He needs a 3 yellow. So let's get this. And he'll adjust it for his second action, which also lets him, I don't know, I guess just adjust this to destroyed. And for his third action, we finish off yellow with a 2. All right, which means we get to return a die color of our choice. I think I'm going to get a blue because we still need the 1 and there aren't that many. I think you roll it. Oh, that was awesome. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, we got to put it somewhere where it's not going to go away immediately. I guess like there is okay, maybe? Well, then it's really hard to get. Let's put it up here. And what research are we going to get? Because we certainly don't need yellows for much of anything, although a 1 could be useful to clear those other ones away. And we still have 1 6 to clear as well. We're just about out of level 2 cards, though. Realignment. Oh, relocate up to 2 cubes on the Tesseract. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that now. Just to slow down the destruction from events. I think I want all the 1s. I don't really know. There we go. And that means this 3 purple comes off. Oh, okay, that's our first breach. It can come fast and furious if you let him stay there. What was I going? Oh, that's right. I was going to do the finish off the 5. So that'll be his first action. What's that unlocking? Oh, we never saw what the 2 was. Isolation field. Take 2 prime cubes and place them in your lab. And now we've got temporal anomaly. Return 2 prime cubes to the Tesseract. Yeah, I think we're going to do that right the heck now. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get a level 2 card. I think I like that the value stayed high. Oh, no, that's right. With him, it's a level 3, which is good, because those are not nearly as out. Perfect matter. Set a cube in your lab to any value. All right. All right, so I think I want to get the 6 orange taken care of while I've got these high values. But I don't want the 5 orange, and that can become the 6 orange, but I need like a 5 of another color. And other colors just so darn prominent right now, aren't they? I guess that 6 purple is my best chance. Oh, wait, let's use that temporal anomaly to return 2 cubes of the Tesseract. We want some high values, so let's get... And I want to grab the purple one, I think. So I'll go ahead and put the blue right there. And then this will just be somewhere accessible. That'll be... No, I don't want to do my second action. I'm going to return a cube to here, I guess, to grab 2. So I'll get one of these 1s that I think the other player is going to want, and the 6. And I need to get the orange to a 6 and the purple to a 5. All right, so I got 1 action left. We'll just go ahead and adjust this down to a 5 for now. Could use perfect matter, but it's kind of a waste. Let's wait until later for that. But with 2 actions next turn, get that to a 6, contain it. We'll be okay for that. And what's coming off? Purple 1. That would have been a good die. I should have protected it. And now it's purple 5, which is not nearly as good. All right, I could focus with the demolition expert on getting rid of prime dice, but I kind of just want to try to win. So I'm going to grab both of these for my 2 first actions. And then for my last action, both purple and blue and orange 1s need to be contained. Let's contain the blue one. That'll let me put a die back because I'll have finished blue. So let's do that. So there it goes, and we get to reveal this. Each researcher takes a destroyed cube, re-rolls it, and places it in their lab. That's pretty cool. Because I finished blue, I get to put a die back. What colors do I need? I think purple is my biggest need right now. I still need a 1 and a 2 to contain. Okay, 2. So I put it there, that'll go away, but I will prevent the event, but no, I want it. I want it. Let's just put it on top of this yellow. There we go. I'm not re-rolling my ones, although I could because I need the orange one. And if I find a purple one or change that purple 2 into a 1. Oh, will any of it matter if the entire Tesseract is gone? Okay, it's just a chain. I wasn't sure if it would be another explosion, which will be that. Roll them one at a time in case they breach twice. Nope, that one was okay. And, oh, that one was also okay. Okay. And we've still got this instant containment card basically set. So if we can just get 4 things set up, and I might want to use it to like finish off a value and get access to a really good card, like the atomic shift to make 5 adjustments would be nice. All right, so what we were about to do, Exogeologist was going to, yes, do that for his first action and contain it for his second. Boom, so we already got all the 6s. See some light at the end of the tunnel, everybody. What do we get? Atomic shift. Make 5 adjustments in the primed area. Awesome. And we need low values now, so we're absolutely re-rolling these. Now, that was a run. It's not going to benefit. Okay, I like the 2, not the 6. Reassemble. Set a prime cube to any value. All right. It's kind of cool, especially for the one that lets me move a prime to the contained area. Ooh, he's got a purple 2 and a 1. If he slides those over to the demolition expert, we can get some stuff going on. But we also still need to do 2 different 2s. There are no 3s anywhere in sight. I guess I could use my little perfect value thing to get one. Yeah, for his last action, let's grab this blue 6, I guess. Or actually, let's do his special action. So let's put back the yellow 6, get the blue 6 and something else. We'll cover that up, maybe. And then what's the something else? We want that, but I want to let the other guy get it. Well, whatever, we'll grab it. Yeah, because now we got some low values. I like that. And I can use my perfect matter to change that like into a 3, have a run. 1 orange we still need to contain. 2 purple we still need to contain. Ooh, we can contain the 2 purple first. Still have the other 2 purple and then contain something else immediately after. Oh, man, this is going to be good. But I'm worried about the breaches. We have set a primed cube to any value. Not yet. Although not yet might become too late. Oh, chain reaction. A lot of 5s. So let's uncover a blue. All right, first one. Yes. And the second one. Oh, there's another breach. That's 2 out of 7 for death. Oh, dang, the demolition expert has like nothing going on. It's kind of all about the exogeologist at the second. All right, so we need 1s and 2s. Again, the exogeologist can, in very short order, get both, what is it, the 1 orange, the 2 purple, maybe even start getting the 1 purple? We need a 1 purple. Oh, jeez, but the only purple we have is a 6. I'm not going to be able to adjust that down, am I? You know what the hey? If we know that's going to be a tough one, let's make it not so tough. Let's do atomic shift for 5 adjustments. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I don't know. Let's use dimensional pocket to put the 1 purple right in there. And then for the demolition expert, he does have a 1 orange. So for his once per turn ability, use his first action to destroy that. He's still got 2 actions left. I don't know. We'll go 1, 2, I guess. Then, and okay, that's just destroy. So it's going to be a 5. Orange. Let's uncover one of the purples. Okay, a 2. I like that. Don't roll a 4. A 3. All right. So he was just kind of damage control, but we're going to use perfect matter to make this into a 3. First actual action, contain the 2, this 2, which finishes off purple for us, but did not get us an action yet. So I can put a destroyed cube back. We need a 2 orange in a second, so let's grab a 2 to see if we get lucky. Worst case, we can stave off some events, 4, whatever. But I'll cover up the spot that was about to event up. All right, now we'll immediately, boom, contain again for second action. There we go. Ooh, what do we get? Mass reclamation. Ooh, each researcher takes a destroyed cube, rerolls them, and places it in their lab. Yeah, let's do it. Do I want to reroll these? I don't think so, because we need a 2 orange, so they're very close if I can find a 2. So let's have both of us reroll orange. Exo gets a 6, darn it. And demolition gets a 2, which means all he needs is a 3. All he needs is a 3. Oh, and of course, the only low orange is about to go away. Well, here, we'll just take one for the team. Exogeologist will grab it. Oh, wait, he'll do a special action. So he'll put back, well, I guess it's not really going to matter. Yeah, so he'll just grab it. This should be his last turn, so let's reassemble, set a prime cube to any value. Well, I guess either way, it's going to be, yes, never mind, we don't need to do that. Because, yeah, we should win next turn. Let's see. Oop, it's another one of the Basti ones. So we're going to prime this, then we're going to prime that, and a random destroyed one. Okay, this first. Oh, that's a breach. And that's a breach. Oh, God. And that's not a breach. So we go to 4 breaches right before the winning turn. So I think I'm about to win on level 3, which is awesome. Although I believe that they have it going up to level 8. That seems like it'll be a little tough. We survived Demolition Expert's turn. Transfer. 1. Adjust. 2. Contain. 3. Where'd it go? There it is. And, oh no, Tesseract! Take that! There we go, a victory on level 3, but with solo play. And let's get into my thoughts on this one. So overall, I need to say this as someone who usually does not like what I would call sort of pandemic-style games, which I think this is one of. Games where players take turns, they have a set number of actions, they're doing like very tactical choices to set up like combos and things, and then at the end of their turn, they advance some like badness track. I think this is one of the better ones I've played in recent memory, definitely. Like, I'm really enjoying this one. Usually, I don't enjoy these types of games that much. The Tesseract itself and, like, the toy factor of spinning it and examining it seems really cool. Again, like, the prototype works perfectly, so if it's going to be the same for the final production, I think it should be pretty nice. Of course, there is the slight annoyance of setting it up. It does take a minute or so to do at the beginning of the game, and, you know, there's the slight annoyance that you could theoretically knock things over. I have never done it except, like, the first time my 6-year-old played with it and he knocked it down. That was the only time that we've had a catastrophe. I think the primed area is also really interesting. The way that you are constantly interacting with it, moving things in it, trying to complete combos and contain dice that are within it, and even like borrowing from it sometimes with some powers. So I think it's a very engaging way to handle like the negative stuff. I feel like in most of these like sort of pandemic type manage the badness games, usually it's just like go move here. But this sort of becomes a part of the solving puzzle you're doing in a really unique way, and I think that's great. The victory conditions not changing, which I don't necessarily see as a problem because I find that I do different things each game to actually win it. But I do like these containment cards that give you like bonuses for getting columns and the bonuses for getting rows. I like that because I feel like it's probably strategically bad to finish off something because then those dice become a bit dead for you, and it's probably better to like kind of spread out your containment and success. But then they kind of incentivize you to go for like the direct path and try to finish off a column in a row. So I think it adds to the tactical picture. It adds to kind of like the choices you have each game. And these cards are just exciting to use. They are fun to do. The actions are also cool. The characters feel really powerful. Now, I use the Exogeologist, both of his abilities, like all the time, and the Demolition Expert, I only use his bottom ability a couple of times. Maybe that's just me not being as strategic as I could, but I'm not sure if every character is going to be like balanced for both their abilities to be consistently useful, but I've used at least one of the abilities for each character I've played a ton, so they seem really cool so far. They're very varied. I love these. Not the containment ones I already talked about, but the research cards and how you get them for re-rolling. So you know, add some randomness, like you can't set up the perfect combo again if you roll, but then you get a free action for later. I think that's such a cool mechanic, and it encourages you to set up like bigger combos so you get better research cards. It encourages you to have like a little flexibility in what numbers you're going for. I really like that. I like the action choices. I don't know. I think this is just one of the better or best of these pandemic type games that I've played in a long while. So if you like those type of games at all, like The Loop or Pandemic or, you know, any of those ones where you're kind of like putting out fires, I think this one is really cool. A few potential concerns, though. They do recommend that you have like all the cards up and that players really like carefully pay attention to each other and like, you know, you're borrowing dice from each other and stuff. So definitely alpha player could rear its head if your group is like that, and then you might want to play with the cards hidden just to prevent that, but then it's going to be a harder game because the tactics will be harder to employ. So, you know, just based on your group, that's something to think about. I also get the sense from the little bit I've played of larger player count games that it's probably going to be a tougher game with 3 or 4 players. Now, that kind of thing is pretty standard for these types of games where like some player counts are harder than others. But for higher player count games, you're like getting back around to finishing off your combos less frequently. Now, you did see, though, that a lot, well, not a lot, but at least some of the ability cards let each researcher do something, which does tell me that like it's got some balancing to make higher player count games easier. But I do think this is going to be one that is potentially easiest at solo and hardest at like 4 player. But the fact that they have the different baseboards that really make the events get way, way nastier. I've seen some of the planned expansion content, or not expansion, stretch goal content, where they really like kick it up to a crazy difficulty level. So that should let like really great solo players still challenge themselves in a big way. And yeah, again, just this giant cube of awesomeness spinning all around. It's a cool table presence. It reminds me a bit of another one from Smirk and Dagger recently, The Spill, which also had like a big center table presence with the oil tower. And it's also kind of a pandemic type game. But this one is exceptional. And that one, for me at least, in the prototype was just okay. So yeah, I fully endorse Tesseract. So definitely go check out the crowdfunding page. I am really hyped for this one, more than, again, I am for this type of game almost ever. But thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.